Sitting here with Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, today live in Berlin. We saw you last time at the Splash Festival live. And in my opinion, it was awesome. And since then, like, your fan base in Germany has grown and grown and grown. So how do you feel like playing in Germany again? You excited somehow?
Very excited. Very, very excited. It's kind of crazy just how quickly it sold out, how big the venue is. I don't think either of us guessed that this would be the case. But it's a dream come true. It's awesome.
I just heard that every third pre-order came from Germany. So I guess you're a little bit excited as well.
Yeah, I think that, a couple years ago we were just trying to build any sort of fan base outside of our hometown. So a couple years later to be in Germany at, Splash Festival or, this venue tonight that sold out, 900 capacity room. It's just crazy, man. Like, it's very surreal that the music has spread like this, and that, tonight I imagine it will be very similar to how it was in these last, 5 or 6 European stops that we've had where people know the words, and it's really amazing.
I was just about to ask you about that. You wrote that in Dublin it was amazing, like you had the best show in your life, and you too, I guess, what for you was the same. So is there any chance we can top this in Berlin today? Like, do you think we have a chance to make it better than Dublin, even if we're just 900? How many were in Dublin?
Same. Wasn't it 900? Yeah.
So we have the potential, I guess.
Oh yeah, the opportunity's right there for sure.
Let's talk a little bit about your music. A lot of your songs are socio-critical. Especially like Other Side, Wings, or Same Love, just to mention a few of them. Is it for you when you write these songs, is it more like a personal processing of a topic that concerns you, or do you write this song also with the intent to make people think about it? What would you say?
That's a good question. I think they're all different, the 3 songs you've mentioned. Same Love was, I wanted to bring that issue up to the people. Other Side, I needed to get something out onto a piece of paper. What was the other one you said?
The other one was Wings, for example.
Wings was another one. I wanted to channel something that other people could relate to, but I could put my own consumption into words and kind of break down myself. A lot of my music comes from a place of trying to find some sort of inherent truth within myself. I feel like if I find that within me, other people will be able to relate to it.
I heard in an interview that you both kind of exchange each other when you write a song or produce a song. Like, you make a beat, but you also bring in your ideas. Right. So linking to the question I just asked him, is there also like your socio-critical influence in the songs where you say, hey man, I think that's my opinion this way?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think either of us are in any way shy to share our opinion, whether that be on the music or what the song's about, lyrics, bars. And I think that the formula has gone both ways. I mean, in terms of him writing a song completely and then trying to figure out an instrumental that fits that, or vice versa, him writing to a beat that I've already made. So, yeah.
You just mentioned the song Same Love. I mentioned it before, but you mentioned it as well. It's talking a little about the intolerance against homosexuality and using the word gay as a kind of an insult. Yeah. Especially hip-hop as a culture always tries to be really tolerant, or is a culture that actually says we are all tolerant, everyone who wants to listen to hip-hop can listen to hip-hop. Do you think using gay as the word, like as an insult, do you want to change that with that song, or just make people think about it? It kind of links to the question before, but do you get what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would like to change that. I think that it's a derogatory term that puts a group of people down and makes them feel shitty about who they are, particularly for young people who don't necessarily have a strong sense of identity or are just figuring out what their sexuality is and what it means. To hear words like that slander their person is very hurtful. So yeah, I would love to be able to change that. As a whole, I would love for that to not be an issue in society. I think in the general sense, the bigger picture of the song, that was one aspect of it. The bigger picture of it was equal rights, and tracing back, why do we have this prejudice against gay people in America and in society in general? And that isn't necessarily trying to change somebody's opinion in one way or another. It's more leading towards a dialogue and a conversation. And it's so multifaceted. There's so much tying into religion and history and just conditioning within society that it's very difficult to say, I want this song to change all of that, but it's more bringing it up and creating an environment that might lead to dialogue.
You just mentioned in an interview before that you bring in a lot of personal experience when you write a song. That makes you kind of, it makes people kind of understand what you're saying, or makes you believe that what you say is actually true. You struggled with substance abuse for a couple of years. Now you're sober. And wouldn't you say, I mean, I'm not doubting that it was like a rough experience, I can imagine, but wouldn't you say that even if it was a rough experience, that it kind of formed yourself, and that you wouldn't make the music you make today without that experience?
Absolutely. That substance abuse was something that I struggled with, a good portion of my life, more than 2 years. And yeah, I think that the testimony is right in a song like Other Side. And to see how many people have been affected by that song, and it made me the person that I am today to be able to write a song like that going through those issues. So it's a really beautiful thing when someone says something like Other Side. Someone wrote on a coaster and gave it to our tour manager, Other Side saved my life. And to hear stuff like that, and I hear that all the time, it makes you feel like you went through that experience for something bigger than just yourself, to be able to put it into music.
So how do you guys deal with the hype now? I mean, you can get a drink easily and relax a little bit, if you're stressed out after a concert. So what do you do when you're stressed out?
Take a bath.
A bath. I mean, it works.
Yeah, take a bath. I just chill out. I drink tea. I put a lot into the show, so it takes a lot out of me. So usually after the show, I sign, I meet the fans, and then I go back to the hotel and just relax and get ready for the next day.
Let's just talk quickly about the new album a little bit.
Yeah.
You're known for mixing a lot of sounds, like crossing the borders of certain music types, hip hop as well, bringing in new sounds. Can we expect the same with the new album?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything special where you would say we never tried that before?
Absolutely.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
The new album has a wide variety of moods, of textures. There's no samples. Really?
No samples at all?
Not really. We didn't clear anything.
All right, it's another one. Okay.
Yeah, we went for it. We tried stuff that we felt like was outside of the box that we had started already forming for ourselves in the last year and a half, which is, trying to just do new stuff. But then also just outside of the box in general. We have a song with banjos and 808s.
808 is nice. Germans like 808.
Yeah.
Seriously, yeah.
Everyone likes 808s.
Okay, well, that might be true as well. Is there any future with a guest host or with any artist that we should know about, maybe, that should be surprising or should be exciting for those who haven't bought the album yet?
Yeah, we have a song with Schoolboy Q from TDE. We have a song with Ab-Soul from TDE. We have a song with Ben Bridwell. I can never say his name. Ben, I'm sorry if you're watching. From Band of Horses. And a bunch of features. A lot of really talented local artists from Seattle as well. But those are 3 of our bigger features.
One last question. You're also known for your videos. Like, I've seen a lot of people in Berlin told me, Macklemore, this is the guy with the amazing video. And like, how you come up with these ideas, and what is your part of these videos? Like, are you really involved in it, or do you just act,
Yeah, I'm really involved in all of them. Ryan is really involved in them for the most part. We've done most of them ourselves. We've worked with some really talented people as well. and Ryan has edited the majority of them. But they're all kind of broken down. We have, you know, The Town and Wings were both directed by Zia Mahajajaspi. Those are two beautiful videos. Other Side, My Oh My, And We Danced, Thrift Shop, and coming up, Same Love.
It's the next one coming up, right?
Yeah. We're all done by Ryan and myself and other directors like Jason Koenig, Griff J, and John Agostavo.
Okay.
So we are very active in terms of the vision. Ryan and I are both very visual people, and we're very involved in the process of everything, from the inception to the treatment, to the way that it's shot, to the gear that we get, to the environments that we shoot them in. It is a very long and tedious process, and no one's going to execute your vision how you see it in your head unless you do it yourself. And I think that that's something that we've learned.
So would acting be an option for you besides making music? If somebody tells you, hey, I got a good movie for you, would you do it?
Yeah, I think that if the timing was right, I would work with Denzel Washington, if that's what you're asking.
Sounds good. So now we're going to leave you guys because you're playing a show quite soon. Any motto for the show tonight? Would you say, okay, this is what we're going to do besides just the regular phrase, we're going to rock it? Anything?
I am sick as hell right now, so I'm just going to do the best I can.
To survive.
To survive.
Okay. So what about you?
I'm sick as well, but
Not good.
there's this little motto a hippie yoga teacher once said back in Seattle. I do my best.
I leave the rest.
I leave the rest.
Okay.
But I will say I've rocked shows in much worse condition. Tonight's going to be amazing. We're going to give it 100%. It's going to be a fabulous show. I love Germany. I love the people of Germany. And I thank you for supporting our music.
Thank you very much for the interview. I appreciate it.